first phase of behavior change is to build some kind of basic pit, even this one without walls. Yeah, but already here you have a big achievement if you don't have the open defecation. You don't have poo all around. This might not look very nice, but it's not open. They take this to wash over there, yeah?
Yes.
But when they want to wash hands, yeah, you want to wash your hands. You go like this, maybe soap or a bit of this, yeah? So you're washing hands, but it's not so easy, yeah? Yeah, whatever. But it's here now. Look, this is a. But there's no hand washing. Like here, maybe you could have a little thing with a tap, and then you can wash with two hands.
Yeah.
Like here, one hand is
Bottle maybe a bottle
bottle with a small. There's so many simple ones.
type. I think it's a typical
You see here that this means that all the feces is draining into the groundwater. Yeah. So if this carries on and you have many toilets, the groundwater will become again contaminated. Not every time you pump it, it goes out here. Yeah. Let's go and see where it goes. Out here, area of stagnant water, a little bit of grass growing, but nothing productive. Nothing you can eat, nothing you can sell, nothing that makes shade.
Starting our interventions in Khairpur, we first do the assessment, the stunting phase. In that phase, we found that the people are living in very worst conditions. No proper sanitation system is present. Even the boys, girls and the community members can go within the gardens and within the tree areas where they have planted their trees for the defecation purpose.
And there is a lot of poverty in these villages, and mostly and there is no any availability of drainage system in these villages. People were used to do open defecation in their beside their villages or backside of their villages or some portion. They mostly do open defecation. There was also a lack of awareness in children, and they were used to do open defecation outside in streets and on the ground.
So we feel a need to initiate such sort of project that can provide proper sanitation facilities and make people aware about their living conditions, that they are not following the modern culture, the current modern culture that is what we say a dire need of the society. Because open defecation, with the open defecation there are so many disease can circulate in the environment. And also it can cause a lot of for example from diarrhea. Because of open defecation the diarrhea germs can produce, and a lot of children died every year due to this. They are living in a worse condition. They have to make some toilets, they have to stop open defecation. So these all are the things. The other factors are also included. We can do work on communities, we can do work on our religious masters, and we can work on the teachers and on the students. We made wash clubs, we made village sanitation committees, we made community resource persons, so to attain and achieve our project goals, and mobilize the communities to build their toilets, and also make some demo latrines for their motivation, and also the school wash facilities in the schools. We can install the hand pumps with the raised platforms so that they can be able to we call it a DRR platforms, the disaster risk reduction platforms.
We came to know about the wastewater garden constructions. That is quite new for us in Pakistan, and that this system, the mechanism of wastewater gardens or constructed wetland, is quite very much benefited for us being the citizen of Pakistan, because we haven't had any of this such policy or the strategy before. So and as similarly as we don't have proper sanitation concerns, so we just the wastewater from our washrooms and other stuffs were just spoiling out, and were ruining the infrastructure, as the water was just flowing on the roads. So the wastewater treatment is a very good initiative for the utilization of wastewater from our toilets and kitchen, because the wastewater garden facilitates both black and grey water from our households or communities. And through the training we came to know about the different scales of managing wastewater treatments. Means it can be at micro and macro both levels, and we can manage wastewater through this mechanism. And the main benefit to the community will be that the smelling or the stagnant water on the roads will be converted into a green lavish ponds, which will be a treat to eye as well as treat to the environment. That will help us to make the environment sustaining and green, simultaneously helping the reduce the pollution of the environment, as well as making the environment more green, so more oxidized.
22.3.
Okay. So by giving them awareness and by making them wetlands, communities get aware that this wetland is a very great thing, and due to this wetlands they can plant different sort of trees, and also the fruit trees, also the flower trees, and with this wastewater, and also their village can look very good and beautiful. And this all the black water and grey water that previously was on the roads, and the kids are playing in that water while walking, the people can get dirty with this water.
kg for how much? Till the end.
50 kg urea, 50 kg DAP in 1 acre.
1 acre. 1 acre. 100.
Yeah.
100 kilogram, yeah?
Yeah, but 50-50.
Yeah.
Because price is
50,
different. So you need to
1
buy urea. You need to buy extra urea.
Yes.
Another 50. So you put 1 to 3 bags of urea, and you buy. So it's 2 for 6,000 in urea and 4,000 in TAP. So total 10,000, which is $100.
Permaculture benefits, that is the first time we learned a lot about the permaculture. Before that we don't know about that. Good experience to have a permaculture training. We learned a lot about the permaculture, that how is going to be effective for us, for the environment and for the people and community and for our health also. Because before that we don't know that the waste from our kitchen, waste of the human waste things, the organic waste material we were just throwing, and it is going to spoil the whole environment and the whole community and health also. Before that we were thinking it's not good. Actually the people have a mentality not to use the human waste, but now after the training we learned that no, the human waste also is good for the agriculture and our garden, and we can have a fresh and healthy food from that. So from the kitchen waste we used to throw out from the home, and now we are thinking about that, okay, this waste we can keep in a garden and to use as a organic material for the plants and to have a good and healthy food from that. The permaculture training we learned from ADAPT during our training. It was a nice experience when I replicate that training in a GADAP office. So when we started, we found the things, it was spoiled because of during that time it was a heat stroke in Karachi and everything was burned. Mostly the vegetable was burned that time. So that will be, I think, good experience which I learned and we are learning day by day.
Tana dere na dere ta di dim ta ta diya na re ta da re da ne na re dani tunde dani ta da re dani ta na na ta na dere na ta na dere dere na ta na dere na ta na dere na dere ta dim dim ta ta diya na re ta da re da ne na re dani tunde dani ta da re dani ta na dere na de dim ta dim dim ta na da git tum git da de ta dum git da dum git da ka ta git gin da ta na dere na de de dim de ta dim ta na 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 da kit tak dum kit tak de ta dum kit ta la dum kit tak ta kit ta git gin dha ta na na ta na na ta na de na